because the struggle against grumbling and disputing in the church is going to come with some very, very rough moments. I decided that I'm going to bring some four scenarios, four different types of rough moments that we may have to make us see the value, see the significance of what Paul says in Philippians 2:16, holding fast to the word of life, so that in the day of Christ I may be proud that I did not run in vain or labor in vain. Holding fast to the word of the Lord. You are holding fast because it is rough. If you don't hold fast, what will happen? It will slide out of your hands. I'm not saying that's what is going to happen to you, but God has given you the strength, and that's one of the ways God has given you is going to preserve you in the faith by the strength He has given you, that you can hold fast to the word of life. And you are holding fast because it is going to be rough. It's just like you're about to sink. You have been dropped out of a boat for some reason, and you're trying to hold the boat. You're trying to hold something. You will not hold it light. You will not touch it. You will hold it fast, so that it may be tossed about by the waves and take you to the shore, hopefully. So you are holding fast to the word of the Lord. So the very first scenario that I want to point out is when you are persecuted. When you are persecuted, hold fast to the word of the Lord. Take note of this. Whenever God tells us to look to the day of Jesus' return, it is often in the context of suffering. In John chapter 14, when Jesus was going to leave, he told his disciples not to allow their hearts to be troubled, because he is going to come and take them to be with him where he is. Why did he say their hearts should not be troubled? He went ahead from there on to explain a lot of the struggles they will face, and he knew the disciples will live in fear of what will come after them. But he told them, I am coming. I am going to come and take you, so that where I am, you may be there also. Also, we find in Thessalonians, First Thessalonians, you read First Thessalonians, it speaks a lot about the second coming of Jesus. Why is there that emphasis on the second coming of Jesus? Because the Thessalonian Christians were facing a lot of persecution, and some of the persecution was coming from false teachers and false prophets. And God decided to come to them and comfort them with the day of the Lord, the day Jesus will come again. So when we see that emphasis put there, like it says, hold on to the holding fast to the word of life, so that in the day of Christ, once you begin to see that, you know there is trouble. There is trouble. And that's why we say, when you are persecuted, hold fast to the word of the Lord. To resist grumbling and disputing against the church may result in persecution, even persecution from within the church. So better be prepared for it before it doesn't come, but you were prepared. If it comes, you were prepared. So let's remind ourselves of the Philippian church to understand this. Paul was trying to prepare them way back when he introduced the subject of church unity. Philippians chapter 1, verse 28 and 29. And not frightened in anything by your opponents. This is a clear sign to them of their destruction, but of your salvation, and that from God. For it has been granted to you that for the sake of Christ, you should not only believe in him, but should also suffer for his sake. So now, remember, Paul was writing from prison, not knowing whether he himself will come out alive or he will be executed. So therefore, hold fast unto the word of the Lord. Do not hold fast unto your life. They may slander you and stain your reputation. Hold fast to the word of the Lord. Do not hold fast to your name and your reputation. Your persecutors may come from your own family. Hold fast to the word of life. Do not hold fast to your family. Amen.